Educated and Broke
is a weekly entertainment podcast
where we mix hip-hop,
headlines, and all things ATL
into the success of Black millennials
in the Black culture.
All right, y'all. Let me tell you off the top, I'm a little excited right now because the last show, I wasn't in the building. Okay. However, I'm back and I'm actually excited to see Maya. And I'm kind of excited to see Q. Hey, y'all.
Is that the only people you see?
I mean,
That's
Ron,
only when she said excited. You missed the operative.
First of all,
the operative was excited.
Ron, we've seen each other. Ron, you know you got a special place right here in their heart. Okay. Yes.
I've actually missed y'all.
Yeah, you've been like living your life, girl. What's going on, Maya Pooh?
Listen, Linda, it's just a lot going on.
We're listening. Go ahead, continue. I'm going to put this on speaker so they can see up close. Yes?
Okay, so here's the story about what happened last week, because I didn't tell y'all. So we was going to Hawaii. It's a whole story. We went to Hawaii. It was like a 10-hour flight, nonstop, no layovers. We get to Hawaii, and we thinking because we vaccinated, everything's cool. Couple said it, we good. Nah, it was like you have to show a negative test.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have a negative test. They made us quarantine in our hotel.
Oh, that's so
How long?
They told us we had to quarantine in our hotel until we left that Thursday. So we was going to be in Hawaii from Monday through Thursday.
So
Mama
y'all
was
didn't
not
even do
going for that.
nothing?
No, we couldn't do anything. We went to the hotel because the hotel was not refundable. We checked in. They let us go to like the little convenience store, get some snacks and food and some, I got some keychains and some a shot glass, whatever have you. But they was like, nah, you have to stay in the hotel room. They did security calls to make sure we stayed in the hotel room.
That's some bullshit.
They put a sticker on the door, so if we broke the latch, they would know that we left.
People must have been doing it.
So we ended up taking...
what? Whoop y'all ass or something? What was
they said it was a $5,000 fine if we broke the quarantine or up to a year in jail.
And only in Hawaii though, right?
Yeah.
Because I heard they're one of the stricter states.
They are very strict. My brother even called the governor because, he works in politics. Ooh. And they were just like, there's nothing we can do. This is the governor's position as to where his stance is. And we ended up they was like, you can go to California and do a COVID test at the LAX and fly back. But, that's going to be a 5-hour flight or whatever have you. My mom's just like, nah. So they ended up giving us a refund for the extra days that we didn't stay. And we did a turnaround trip. So we stayed the night, woke up the next morning, got back to the airport and did a turnaround trip and flew back to 10 hours back.
Dang, I'm
That's why I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna make the show last week.
So all of the other days that y'all was in the hotel was just non-refundable.
Yeah, they refunded it back because we didn't stay.
Okay.
They gave it back to us.
So you didn't really enjoy Hawaii then?
We didn't get to see anything. And we was just like, and then come to find out, starting July 1st, Hawaii is opening up to vaccinated.
Oh my God.
Oh,
and I was just like, I got vaccinated in Georgia. Aren't y'all a part of the U.S.? Like, why are y'all acting like I'm out of the country?
Wow. Probably because
it's like, that's just our stance. And there's no test on the main island. Like, you can't get tested on the main island at all.
Why?
Not even at a hospital. Ain't they got a hospital on the main?
Apparently, what the shorty was telling us at the check-in was like they don't have any tests on the island for COVID, but yet y'all know how the cases have gone up.
The tourism, that's crazy.
Yeah, they know all of that, but they don't have any tests. And they know how many people of their population are vaccinated.
Have tests?
It was a whole thing, and I was just like, you know what? I want to go home. Y'all not fun no more.
Who did you go with? Who was your mama?
My mom, my dad, and my brother. So everybody was just all pissed off. And I was just like,
that's ugly.
As hell.
I wouldn't even thought about that. Like, that's not the continental U.S. That's it's still the United States.
Yeah.
You would think that the rules would apply to all of them. Because when I went to Jamaica, I had to get a test to go in. Now you could have either or test. You just had to have it 72 hours before. So I did an antigen. And before you can come back to the US, you have to get a PCR. You can't do an antigen and come back to the US. Oh, no.
How many rules?
I take that back. That's to the Bahamas. Here, I can get, coming back, I can get an antigen. So we did it or whatever, but they don't do it like here. Like I can do it myself at CVS. Nah, they hit me with the COVID test or they stick it
Yes.
all over in your nose.
Yes, and
Yeah.
and that's probably the worst thing I would have to say because it made me think about it. With me trying to do these little rolls, I have to get a COVID test every single time, and they're not doing the ones that they going back in there. But the plus, y'all, I get anywhere from $20 to $25 just to take a test. So it's like, if you're gonna pay me, all right, come on.
And honestly, it wasn't that bad. Like, it made me sneeze when my eyes
That's
got
it.
water.
That's it.
They get the brain matter in the back of your head. They getting all
That is a myth.
Yeah.
That is not true.
My head is little, so I can see that.
Oh, guess what I did, y'all? Y'all know I've been having, we're just being so open. Y'all know I've been having hearing problems, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I finally went to the doctor.
Hallelujah.
To kind of figure out like what it is.
Wax.
It's a whole lot of fluid.
Wax.
Did you hear what I just said? I said
Wax.
fluid. Wax on, wax off, nigga. So what it is, and that's because from the allergies. They said, allergies, I do that all the time. It's draining and it's getting stuck because I have a small canal. So it just fluid backed up there. So when I did the hearing test, I started crying. I just bust out crying because I heard him saying goat. And then it went like this, goat. He hadn't even changed. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm deaf. And I had a whole meltdown. But then he showed me. I was really sad. But then he showed me the thing. He's like, no. Then they do another tool where they put one on your forehead and in the back of your ear for vibrations. That's to detect your true sound. So he was like, you have normal hearing levels. You just have a lot of fluid. So he's like, what we have to do is get it drained, which is pretty much, you take an allergy medicine. He prefers me to get on allergy shots or any type of immune therapy because I have severe allergies. And then to help my canal get bigger, he wants to put a tube back in there. So I'm like,
oh, damn.
He's like, but that's the last resort, but we need to at least get the fluid out.
That's what they do to babies who have constant ear infections.
That was me. All my life, Q, I had ear infections. And so I want to say to y'all mamas out there, if y'all are pregnant, don't be smoking no cigarettes. Try not to do cigarettes. Try not to do alcohol.
Your mama did all that?
I'll be putting your mama under the bus like this.
I tell you, I forgive her. She didn't drink, but she smoked like a train because she wanted to stay fun. And she did not gain any weight. When I came out, I was 5 pounds. I was hella colicky. I cried. I had ear infections. All of that shit from smoking. So.
You was fiending.
Yeah, I guess so. And I fucking hate
that
cigarettes to this day. Look, y'all got this baby picture of me. I'm gonna put it on social. But like my lips look like I just smoked a square. There's a baby picture.
They still do.
You know what? Fuck you. So anyway, we got so sidetracked. But yes, welcome back, Maya. Welcome back,
Thank you.
Ron. Thank you for being here all the goddamn time. You the real one. Now, our boy Mike Beasley. Mike B is not with us today. However, Mike B is a hardworking man. He's working hard.
And my man's got 3 jobs. Dang it.
Because he got a woman now. He had to get another job, baby. You got a lady friend, baby. You got to get them coins up.
Or he don't want to be around her ass. He need to go.
Yeah, right. He loves her. But he, just for you guys to know, Mike B works as the traffic reporter, 95.5 WSB. So he's gonna be working overnight, guys. So y'all check him out and show support to Mike B. Okay. Now, Zay, what time? Because we've been talking. I know producers, they letting us get our thing in. So we got a little bit. So I want to do this one last story. So we all are celebrities within our own right. But Q just keep on upping his celebrity status, baby. Let me tell you, he be on TMZ, y'all. Yes, the TMZ. So I'm going to pitch it to him because there was a breaking story about Bill Cosby, and Q got to actually give his opinion about it on TMZ. Go ahead, Q.
Yeah, so I guess I'm just like a reoccurring guest now on TMZ. And they gave me some stories today, but this story actually hadn't broke when they gave it to me. So I guess knew about it before, if you got the app or if you follow it on social, before you even seen it on all that. But Bill Cosby was released, or it will be released soon, from prison. He was sentenced from 3 to 10-year sentence. After that, he was getting out anyway if he lived. Well, come to find out, Bill did admit. So let me be clear. Bill deserved every bit of going to jail. I don't want anybody to confuse my stance or the fact that rape is okay or drugging people is okay. None of that. That's not all right. But Bill admitted to drugging these women and taking advantage of them. All right. So I know we get confused on.
I didn't know he admitted it. Thank you for clearing that up. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I know we get confused on, it was the times. And I'll admit, at one point that was the times. Not necessarily drugging them, but everybody takes drugs, so I can't say that he fully raped them. Bill did that shit. And when he was deposed, he admitted to doing it. Now, here's where it gets very, very tricky. In the deposition, he agreed that he would only admit fully if it would be left out of the trial. All right? But being as dirty as the judicial system is, and these DAs and prosecutors, they brought up 5 witnesses to corroborate the story and brought in the fact that he admitted in his deposition that he had done that to people.
Oh my God.
Now, that's supposed to happen, but y'all had an agreement. And I'm not saying that he was fine with what he did and it was okay, but y'all agreed that y'all wouldn't do this. They don't care about that. They just want to win. The prosecutor wants to win. The defense attorney wants to win. So whatever it takes to win, that's what they after. That came out and the case was essentially thrown out. That should not have been allowed at all. It should not have been brought up, which means he would have gotten off anyway. But that's where we are. They're talking about trying them again, but it's less than likely because of this one little clause called double jeopardy. So they would be trying them for the 3rd time, but I don't know. He's out, he's getting out, and it is what it is. People are not happy about it. They're actually pretty upset. But what can you do at this point in time? Like, that's just say it either works for you or it works against you. This time, it did a little bit of both.
Okay, now that's what I wanted to talk about. So guys, we're gonna go into a little bit more because I know Q has more on this story. And then I also had some feedback from Felicia Rashad. She actually had a whole post and talked about him as well. So we're gonna continue the story because this was breaking news. Bill Cosby being released from jail and in his conviction. So we're gonna talk about it. So keep it locked right here on Black Educated and Broke.
Black Educated and Broke is a weekly entertainment podcast where we mix hip-hop, headlines, and all things ATL into the success of Black millennials and Black culture.
All righty, we are back here on Black Educated and Broke. Thank you all for still staying tuned in. Right before the break, we were talking about the new story that is out that broke out on Wednesday, June the 30th, that Bill Cosby had been released from prison. And Q was kind of giving his take on it and what he was sharing and information, and he was telling TMZ as well. But we left on a note that Felicia Rashad, which everybody know, that was his wife, and what was her name on the
Claire.
There we go, Claire Huxtable. Also soror, Felicia Rashad. Well, nevertheless, she had tweeted in about his release, and she's like, finally, she tweeted it, and she said, a terrible wrong is being righted. A miscarriage of justice is corrected. And so a lot of people are starting to come to her like, how are you condoning this, talking about it's a miscarriage of justice? Like he did that, like Q just said, or like they said on Power 50 Cent, he did that shit, So what did y'all think about that? Her being excited in her comment.
It might be a little I'm gonna say from my perspective, it might be misunderstood on what she meant. And maybe she's saying there's a miscarriage of justice because it wasn't supposed to come out that way. Like nobody was supposed to know that information.
Yeah, okay. Yes. Okay, that I can agree with that. Thank you for bringing that up. Yeah, okay. What about the Maya and Ron? Well, actually, when is Ron? What do you think about this, Ron?
I don't think she meant it the way everybody's taking it. That is her friend. So, she gonna stand by her friend regardless. But, it could be something that, maybe something she knew about that maybe didn't go the way people said it was. But, she's not gonna turn on her friend if, that's a homie. You might check him on the side, but
yeah,
you're not gonna do this shit in public.
And then, how do you feel about him being released though? Are you like, he did his time, he's good to be out now?
You locked him up, he did his time. You can't keep punishing the man. He's already been punished. He's 80-something years old. What more you gonna do to him?
Like, what's the statute of limitations on that? That was 30 years ago.
That's another thing. Like, how was it this big secret for 30-something years, and then all of a sudden, everybody want to come out talking about he did this and he did that? You didn't say nothing in 30 years. What made you say something now?
in that defense, I think a lot of times it just takes one person to speak up, and then other people don't feel, because people want to talk, but nobody wants to be the first a lot of times, because the first usually get the most heat. So you rather like to try to put it behind you sometimes instead of deal with all the bullshit. And what if you put yourself out there and then nothing happens? So you feel like you put yourself out there for no reason. So I can understand some people like, well, when somebody else step up, I'ma go. But on that same caveat, you got other people now that are gonna take advantage of that. Ooh, I can make some money. Well, I did meet with him at that party. Maybe I can say he did something to me so I can get some of that money. You got them people too.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I mean, there was that one lady that was like, he made her perform oral sex on him. Shout out, I don't give a damn who you are. Every man know, we don't finesse yourself into getting a little fellatio or something. But you're not gonna make no. I'm
not gonna make him because she might try to bite you.
Exactly.
But wasn't there like an athlete or somebody was that did it to the Asian masseuse or somebody, and he made them?
That's what they say.
Allegedly.
You're talking about Deshaun Watson, but you're not making no chick do that, bro. You ain't got no pistol or something that you're not making no chick do, because she gonna end that real quick.
Real fast. You don't take nothing but
Okay, well, on that news, nevertheless, guys, if you want to read up more on this story and share your thoughts as well, please make sure you follow us on our social media pages at Black Educated and Broke, and on our Twitter, BEB Podcast _ATL. And also check us out on the website, www.blackeducatedandbroke.com. And kind of keeping the whole wave going, so we're talking about, news and kind of melanated news. I'm going to go ahead and toss it to my boy, Mike B, because he does have some melanin news for us. What's going on, Mike B?
From the Melanin News studio, this is your Melanin News. The latest numbers from Miami, Florida, as continued search for the survivors and those missing in that condo collapse. As of Wednesday, June 30th, the current death toll is now 18 people. 147 residents are still unaccounted for. More firsts for Black Americans as we are now halfway through 2021. The first Black American has been named to lead the United States Forest Service. Veteran forester Randy Moore has been named Chief of the United States Forest Service, making him the first Black American to lead the agency in 116 years. He is 66 years old and will oversee 193 million acres of public lands and 154 national forests and 20 national grasslands. The Forest Service is a division of the Agriculture Department. This is out of New York. The late great journalist Gwen Ifill is having a park renamed after her, along with 16 other influential Black Americans. PBS reported late icons Lena Horne, Malcolm X, and Kwame Ture, better known as Stokely Carmichael, are included in the 16. Railroad Park in Queens will officially be known as Gwen Ifill Park. In HBCU news, Bethune-Cookman is working with a federal program to end an $85 million dorm deal. The funding will be worth $108 million from the United States Department of Education. This deal will allow Bethune-Cookman to be released from a dorm project that would have cost the school $300 million. Follow me on Twitter at MikeB_news. Hopefully I will see you all next week. Happy 60th birthday to Ron. And as always, these are your headlines.
What you doing? What's popping? You ain't doing nothing. Turn on Black Educated and Broke right now.
Y'all, I'm getting so excited about our Millennial Table Talk. Oh my goodness, because we was already given a sample, because clearly the ladies on this show have a different perspective than the fellas on this show.
We always do.
Oh, we definitely do on this one.
So
we do, but we don't.
Okay, don't give them too much, because this is a tease, you know what I'm saying? So the Millennial Table Talk, what it's gonna be is, what is it exactly, Maya?
Hey, if I fly you out, you gonna fly them legs open.
So basically, what they said is, if they fly you out, you gotta come to the table with something edible.
Hey,
and that's what we're gonna. That's what we're gonna talk about. That's okay. You can clear it up, sir, because I said it was a damn tease. Now we're gonna tell them. So if you want to hear it, keep listening. It's gonna be our next segment. However, it's time for the other segment. But did you know?
It's time for the other segment.
It's time for the other segment.
It's time for the other segment.
Okay. So, but did you know? Q and Ron. More so Q. What's happening? I know a lot of stuff, but what didn't I know?
Man, I'm gonna tell you what you didn't know right now. I'm gonna tell you that you didn't know that the state of Pennsylvania released a 76-year-old woman from jail after serving 16 years of a 24-year sentence for intent to distribute a kilo of heroin. She was released. She was in a class, computer class, to try to better herself. I don't know how that's gonna help her 76. Ain't nobody hiring no 76-year-old.
Yeah, you don't know.
Hey, I'm sorry, my bad. She can work a cash register. But the parole officer, let's see, she was on probation. No, she's on parole. She's on parole. They couldn't get a hold of her from the hours of 10 to 1. So you know what this fool ass judicial system did?
Oh my gosh.
They put her back in jail.
At 76.
And she has an ankle monitor. So how do you not know where she is? And the judge or the prosecutor or DA gonna say she could have been robbing a bank. Like,
What?
I'm so sick
What was
of-
her race?
Come on now.
Oh my goodness. Why
Come
would
on now.
that is so
You know what she looked like, us. So I don't understand why they immediately jumped to thinking that she was out robbing a bank.
a
She has
bank.
an ankle monitor on. She's in class. All you gotta do is check the records. Everybody has cameras. You can check the camera like, oh, okay, well, shit, she's in here in class.
And
So
her
be-
criminal record had nothing to do about her robbing a bank in her history.
Nothing.
So why did
Nothing.
she created how to rob a bank while she was in jail? Like
Yeah, like, yeah, we got bank robbing
that's
friends.
some bullshit.
What?
I actually have one. Okay, 'cause I don't know the difference. You said not probation, parole. What's the difference between parole and probation?
I'm not even gonna stunt. Because I knew the other day because somebody kind of broke it down. But I guess when you're on probation, it's kind of like, I won't say a slap on the wrist, but instead of getting convicted of a crime, they put you on probation. So in that time period of the probation, if you commit any other crimes, you have a chance to go into jail. But if
Okay.
you're on parole, that means you actually serve time and you're out now, and you have to see a probation officer.
So did you just Google that, or you kind of processed it?
How the hell did I Google that fast and give you both answers? I'm sitting
Okay,
there
well,
looking
come
at
here.
you.
We have a
A criminal.
No, we don't have a criminal. We have someone who told me he knows the difference. Young man, you don't have to show your face. I just need your voice while you tell us what's
As
the
if we
difference
don't know who it
between
is.
parole and probation.
Come on, go.
No, come on, no, come on over here. He gets so bashful. Oh, he's so
Come on,
cute.
paper boy.
He said, "Come, don't call him paper boy."
Come on,
He
paper
ain't
boy.
bashful when he talking shit to us.
Well, cause y'all be talking shit to him.
Come on, go.
All right, here you
bro.
go. Let me take it so they can hear this.
Let's go, picture boy.
On parole, you wait until your court date to speak back to the judge. You ain't free just yet. You just waiting on your court date. When your ass on probation, you report to a probation officer and you pay their ass a monthly fee.
All right. Thank you.
All right,
That nigga
thank
sound
you.
like
I gotta
Boy,
pay you
your
when I'm on
phone bread.
probation.
Okay, well, they don't need to know. All right, but yes, thank you.
Sean sound like you gonna eat your cornbread.
But that's horrible to that lady. But I hope
It
things
is.
work out. I really
That
do.
is messed up because this was on June 5th. I don't think she's been released. Like, she's back in jail. Yeah,
Oh
she's
my
back in jail.
God.
I think that's pretty effed up of the
We gotta find a petition
Abuse.
and sign it for her, man. They
abuse of
gotta.
power. All right, so I'm not saying he did it. What I will ask is, what's wrong with these Disney kids?
Oh Lord.
Not just any Disney kids, but specifically That's So Raven Disney kids.
In the word of 50 Cent, that nigga did that shit.
Okay,
Is
so
that the theme of the show?
I don't know. So Kyle Massey, who played the little brother to Raven Simone in That's So Raven, has a sex allegation against him for apparently having pornography of a 13-year-old. Developing in the story, that was, hold on, let me go back a little bit. This is in California, okay? So he has since moved to Seattle, Washington. Developing today, his mother came out on social media and said that this is an extortion attempt. This is the exact same case from California that was not true.
Oh.
And the girl came to Washington to file the same exact case
Oh my
against them
goodness.
in an attempt to extort them for money.
Wow.
Yo.
That
But
is
you
just
gotta have receipts on that
defamation
sort
of
of thing, though, right?
character.
Well, if they were young at the time and you had it, then it's still considered child pornography. Like if you sexting and you're a child, it's still child porn.
But isn't there
But
statute of limitations?
that's what I was asking about Bill. I don't know. You know, like it's kind of where we are right now as far as that. For them to come to another state and want to extort millions of dollars from it, it's really weird. But people be after money.
So how old is this situation?
That's a great question, Brian.
Jose added something here. She said, "Don't miss the part about him supposedly having sex with the mother of the
kid." They talking about.
Oh,
yeah, that's right. That was alleged in there as well. So, like,
so this mama's scorned and trying to use her daughter.
There we go. There we go,
go,
Maya. The mother is scorned and trying to get bitter, getting the daughter behind. All y'all mad because he messed with both of y'all, and y'all trying to get all his coins. Like, file back.
And Zay said this was when he was 16, so he's been having sex with her since he was 16.
Sound like
that should be statutory rape.
Yeah,
exactly.
On the mama.
So if he wanted to flip this back,
oh my goodness,
over 7 years.
Well, I take that back then. Maybe he didn't do it.
Oh damn!
If he could flip this back, if they decide to flip this back, it's gonna be a whole messy situation.
It could. She better tread lightly.
She better tread lightly.
All right, Pooh Shiesty is the dumbass of the week.
Can I just shout out to Pooh Shiesty? Thank you for allowing me to be.
No, we not shouting out no dumbass.
Brandy, you was in the video.
Oh yeah, I told y'all about that. I'm gonna be in that Pooh Shiesty video.
No, you didn't tell us that.
Oh my God, yes. No, okay, so this is real. This is serious. I'm not even kidding. I really thought I told you. I'm so sorry. I filmed it back in May, but we're doing it's Pooh Shiesty season, and I'm a fan. I'm a fan from Memphis. I just have like 2 lines that I have to say. That's it. Like that's it. But I got paid.
That's what counts. That's what counts. All right, so Pooh Shiesty is in jail.
I do
right now because of him being a dumbass. They robbed somebody at gunpoint, and then they were on social media with the guns in the vehicle and the money with the serial number that matched the money that was missing. Like I don't know if you can tell yourself any worse than that besides saying, "Hey, I did this." But he's in jail with his turtle suit on. If you don't know what the turtle suit is in jail is, look that up. All right.
Googling now.
Yeah, look what that means. He gonna have a rough time, put it like that. He gonna have a hard time in there. But he is awaiting trial. But in the meantime, he's in jail, and I don't see him getting out anytime soon.
Why do you have to wear that? I'm sorry. Why does he have to wear that kind?
It's for protection around your body. So you tell me what you think he did.
Oh, so he can't get penetrated or something?
Snitch.
Thank you, Ryan.
What does that mean? Oh, get stabbed and stuff. This protects everything.
Yeah, protection of vital organs.
Let me show y'all. I didn't know about this life.
Yeah, look at him.
Wow.
That's not Shiesty, but that's what
I know. Yeah. Okay.
All right. So moving on from his dumb ass, shout out to Marvel because Black Panther is filming in Wakanda again.
Yes.
I'm so excited. For Black Panther 2, who's filming in actual Wakanda. I know y'all be hating out there. Y'all want to come here, but we actually in Wakanda. And it's
we cool.
A-Town down.
So everybody is actually returning besides, God rest his soul, Chadwick Boseman.
He's returning. He's returning. He's
is he?
Gonna be there in spirit.
Okay. I like that.
Okay, girl, I got excited. Like,
okay. But they started filming this week. It is due to come out in July of next year. July 8th, I think is the release date of 2022.
I feel like 2022 gonna be kind of lit for some reason. It's like so many things are coming out next year.
Yeah, I can't wait. Everything. Well, I ain't rushing the year.
Right.
But I'm enjoying like the roles. This year is a great year. We're gonna see what else is going on.
This is the year of redemption.
And then this week we had Bobby versus Keith for the I said versus. Oh yeah, I think one. Personally, I'm a Bobby Brown fan.
Keith Brown.
I'm a Keith Sweat fan too. Keith has some bangers.
Keith Sweat for me.
I think it was a time, man. I'm gonna give it the time.
Bobby.
I like both of them. I like both.
I'm gonna go with Keith Sweat just because I heard it on on Frank Ski show this morning on K104. What is it? Kiss 104. Anyway, he was talking about how he made a good analogy, like Bobby Brown, like said, "Come over, baby." Like he run out, let's get it going. Like started where he said Keith Sweat is gonna be like, "Hey, baby,
Slow it down.
yeah." And I'm like, yeah, I think I like
But
it smooth.
but there's a time for both of those.
This is true.
There's a time for both of those. You feel me?
Yeah, like Bobby ain't gonna hit him with tenderoni.
He would still feel like moving aggressively. Yeah, it was still like a little, it was still with that smooth.
The bad boy.
Girlfriend.
Of R&B.
He's a bad boy. What? Oh, yeah.
The
bad boy R&B.
But yeah, there we go. Did you know?
All right, that was actually informative because I didn't know. So I have some things that, I don't know if y'all know. Now, one of these stories isn't necessarily, have the best thing, but about Fetty Wap. I don't know if you guys have found out his daughter, who's only 4 years old. She's reportedly passed away.
Is that the one he had with Alexis Scott?
No,
special needs?
No, that one it is not. This is what he had. The last young lady he was dated. I'm trying to find. I believe her name.
And it came out that the daughter he had with Alexis Sky isn't his.
Whoa, the special needs child is?
Yeah.
Okay, I have to fact check that. But I will say the wife was Turquoise Miami. That was who he was dating, and that was his fifth child. But yeah, they're not saying how she passed away. So that's kind of, I don't know. But I just, his brother just got killed last year, so it's just a little heavy right now. So definitely want to, pray for Fetty Wap. Other kind of news for people like who like reality TV, because I am a Real Housewives Atlanta fan and all of that. But unfortunately,
ratchet.
I mean, listen, it keeps me in the know. But Nene's husband, Greg, unfortunately, he made a statement that the cancer, because he had cancer, that when it's remission, it's came back. But he has had surgery, so they're hoping that the surgery is going to help him and get him back on, because Greg's, he's an older man. So, definitely want to pray for their family. And then this other story, well, actually, we were going to talk about it for Millennial Table Talk, but actually, no, I wanted to tell y'all about Nipsey Hussle's killer. Did y'all hear about that? So the alleged about him, now he's saying he had a significant mental health history. And the young man name was Eric Holder, who we say, they kind of say allegedly murdered Nipsey Hussle. But anyway, they're saying he's has mental health issues, and they're trying to blame it all on that, and that he's had a history of it, according to his lawyer. Had y'all heard about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't even want him to come into the courtroom so he wouldn't taint the jury or whatever. I don't care about none of that, man. We all listen. And I want everybody listening to us to hear what I'm saying and take it in. As a Black person, we all have a mental health disorder, all right? Every last one of us. If the cops get behind you and your heart start racing, that's PTSD.
Yes.
Right? So relax, all right? We have to work past that. I don't want to hear nothing about he had no mental health disorder and you went and killed this man. Yeah. That was unnecessary. That's not a reason to kill. If you that hard up mentally, that one bullet can go right here. Like, take yourself out. Don't take people out away from their families because you're suffering.
Oh, don't take yourself out either.
So wait, suicide is the answer.
Don't take yourself out, but go get help.
Just get help. Suicide is the answer.
Just go ahead and off yourself. Do us all.
No.
Here at Black Educated and Broke, we do not support or condone
suicide. When you suffer from hate rat syndrome, just go ahead and off yourself.
Okay, so on that note, we're just gonna everybody each his own opinion, but we do not condone that, as Maya has said. Any type of suicidal, we don't need violence. We are good, positive, Black, good people vibes. Okay, so keep it locked right here. Oh, actually, the teas. We can say the Millennial Table Talk, so we're going to switch them gears. Ladies, do you have to drop them draws if he's spinning and buying and flying you out? We're going to talk about it right here.
No, I don't like that.
On Black Educated.
Black Educated and Broke can be found on many platforms, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, SoundCloud, and our iHeartRadio music app. So if you need somewhere to listen but don't want to download a bunch of apps, choose one of those. You're bound to have one of them on your phone, right? Right? That's what I thought. Boy, Randy, you get your cap ass off.
Wow. Not the teaser at all.
Stop playing with me.
It's called a joke. Oh my God.
Okay.
Not really a joke. But anyway, so what was the teaser then? What was our Millennial Table Talk really going to be about, Renal?
It'd be a joke when your flight canceled back home, boy.
Boy, gotta do
It's gonna be a Ruby Rose situation.
Listen.
It's Maya's story. Let Maya do it.
It wasn't even.
Yeah.
Oh, don't, no, hold on.
Okay.
So remember how earlier?
Don't put Maya out like that.
But I know,
Okay.
right? Don't be putting me under the bus.
I didn't say it was her. I just said it was her story. I didn't say it was
okay. It alludes to her that it's
y'all know
her
Ron
life
messy.
story.
He is.
I wasn't trying to be messy, but I'm just saying she know the subject better.
All right, Randy.
Clean it up, nigga. I mean, boy.
And she get flued out and don't give it up. That's what you said.
Listen. All right, so Randy, this is the story. You know how I was telling you earlier that I'm trying to go somewhere every month? I'm trying to plan it out. Well, Q and I was talking about the J. Cole concert, and then we was talking about Coachella, and then Rolling Out came into play. And I was saying that I have a co-worker or ex-co-worker or a friend, however you want to label this, whatever. But he talking about he want to take me to Rolling Out, and I was just like, cool, I'm gonna go because I want to see Chris Brown because Chris Brown's supposed to be there this year. And Ron was like, don't go if you don't like him like that, because I don't. But it's a free trip and it's a free concert. And I'm thinking about it. And he's like, don't go because you know he gonna want something, man. And trying to be big brother about it. I'm like, just because he wanted don't mean I gotta oblige and give it. Like I could leave at any time I want, so I'm not being held captive. I can always leave and go home.
Okay, so that's your perspective. So you feel like, what's the problem? Okay.
Right.
I mean, let's go to an opposer. Ron, what is your stance on this?
It's not that I'm opposed, and she right. She don't have to give it up. Just because a man do something for you, you do not have to sleep with him. That's not what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody knows that if a dude take you somewhere, if he take you to a very nice dinner or some shit like that, he is expecting something in return. And if you're not vibing with that dude like that, then don't take that from him. Just say, hey man, thank you for the invite, but I'm gonna decline. Because he gonna want something. And she gonna say no.
Like
and then it's gonna be an issue. So just don't put yourself in that situation. That's all I'm saying.
So that can be a twofold, right? So I can also say to that, okay, to the gentleman, there's no guarantee that you're going to get any action from this. You're putting yourself out there. You're shooting your shot, and you may kind of miss, but kind of not miss. And so there's a possibility. You should know as a man, this woman may not go further. You taking a chance too. So you need to be willing to take that L because that may be a possibility.
Y'all all missing the point.
What's the point with you?
Stop expecting stuff.
No, all right. So here's the thing, man. And we got to get into the habit of having full disclosure when we're doing things. Now, a trip out of town is not you coming out of pocket, all right? That ain't no cheap thing, all right? You're going to spend a few $100s minimum. The trip might be free, but you got to think about drinks, food, transportation, getting
Hotel
around and stuff.
rooms.
All that, hotel rooms, a nice hotel going to be $89 a night.
That's a nice one. Oh,
that's minimum. I'm saying minimum is gonna be $89 a night. That might be a 3 or 4 star. It might be a Holiday Inn.
Randy, like that's the Red Roof Inn.
Right. That's definitely
please. Randy to
Ramona.
stay there. Randy
stop
to stay
it!
Motel
Stop
6.
it, dummy! Quit.
So I don't want to hear it. But full disclosure. So I agree. You don't have to sleep with somebody because they took you out of town. But I do believe up front, y'all need to lay that out completely. Hey, listen, I'll go on this trip. I know you feeling me, you like me, but we need to get one thing clear. If I'm going on this trip, this is not, I don't want you to expect that we're going to have sex. I don't want you to expect that it's going to go any further than this. If you're okay with that, I will continue to go.
Yes,
if that's not something that you can handle and you don't feel like you feel like, okay, maybe I'll change my mind in the meantime, then I won't go. I won't waste your time. I won't waste my time. I don't want to turn into a negative. But on the flip side to that, if you're going somewhere and y'all talking or feeling each other or whatever, under the pretenses is that something is going to happen. And I'm not saying that we only got to have sex because we're going on the trip. But if I'm going somewhere and it's a chick I'm feeling. First of all, I'm cheap, so don't expect me to fly you out at all. Let's make that clear. All right. But if I was feeling it, and I'm like, damn, all right, little mama. If I'm cheap like I am, and I fly you out, and now you ain't, now I'm feeling some kind of way. Like, damn, she ain't,
But that still goes to a certain expectancy just because like we feeling each other. So because we're feeling each other, that means we got to get intimate. Sometimes that's not always should be the resolution.
If that's the
either.
talks, and that's where y'all have talked and gone there, then you can't just be like, oh no. Like if y'all
Yeah,
didn't
you
talk,
can. I can be like, okay, oh my God, wait a minute. I'm like nervous. Maybe not this go around. Like, yeah, no, maybe I don't want to do it the first time that we hanging
then
out.
you
out
should not have been talking about sex or anything similar at all.
Whatever. Just because I say that doesn't mean that I have to be a certain type of way. Everybody need to know people can change their minds and people
No,
do not have
you gotta
to be obligated.
think
That's leading somebody's feelings on. You don't
That's
want your
not
feelings
fair.
led
That's
on.
not fair at all because I'm a natural flirt. So if I'm sitting here talking to you, I'm thinking in my head that I'm actually just
Flirting and leading
Yes.
on.
and then thinking I'm flirting.
two different
No. I will sit here and have a genuine conversation with someone and they will turn around and think that I'm flirting with them. I will blink my eye, they think it's a wink. I'm licking my lips, they're dry, they're thinking I'm licking my lips at them.
Well,
It's not fair.
They're just simple. They're just simple. What I'm saying is
Men are easy. Let's just say that.
Yes,
That's
we
not
are.
a secret.
Yes, we are. There's no, but y'all are too. So that's
Wait a minute.
Please.
Well, I don't shut y'all hot girls.
This is cute. This is
Warm
cute.
girl summer.
Cut it out. Hey, listen, I got stories. Anyway.
You ain't got nothing.
Not on my end.
What I'm saying is, when it comes to the situation, I think everybody should be upfront about it. Now, you can flirt and you can also lead on. That's not to say I can flirt with you all day. And that's it. I don't want nothing. I'm just flirting because it's cool.
It's cool to flirt. That's something that a Libra would
bored.
say. A Libra would say, I'm just flirting. I mean, it's just being cool.
Hey, listen,
Flirting ass Libras. See, y'all have a tendency to lead people on without even making some kind
it is
of
the
fun
flirting
doing
ass
it.
it's not the
Libras.
same.
Mm-hmm.
Flirting
One
is not
thing
the
I
same.
cannot stand is wasting my time. Now I done brought you with me somewhere and there's hella chicks around and I'm wasting my time with you where I could have been cracking on something.
I'm gonna help you get
them.
them. I'm gonna help you get them. You point them out to me, I'll help you get them.
I did that one time with a guy. Yeah, I was like, oh, we're just friends. I went on that trip and I probably shouldn't have done, but I went on that with him. But I made sure if it was a fine girl. I'm like, oh, you want to talk to? Oh, let me bring her over here.
I'm like,
I
damn,
sure
All
would.
y'all don't act like that and you know it.
No,
Huh?
I'm
All y'all
I will
don't act
help you
like
get
that
them.
and you know it.
You
You know.
stop lying.
Here we
All
go.
y'all don't act like that and you know it.
I
Stop
think
lying.
Zay had
That's a
something to
fact.
say, actually. Zay, weigh in on that, babe. Go ahead, Zay.
I mean, I don't really have too much to weigh in on that because I don't feel like this conversation applies to me because anybody that I date, talk to, or want to even consume me, you're going to do what I want you to do, when I want you to do it, and how I want you to do it. And I don't have to give you sex in return just because you choose to pursue me. Like, that's a personal problem. And I'm not going to open my leg just because you bought me something or you took me somewhere. Like, the same way I don't expect you to have to buy me nothing or take me somewhere. Everybody's doing things by their choice.
There we go. Yo,
There we go.
choice. Come on,
All
Zay.
right.
Came
Hold
with
on.
daddy energy, okay?
Say this because sex is a choice. Don't get confused and say, all right, well, I took you. You got to give it to me. That's not it.
No.
But
If
I
they
guess,
say that, that's
I
right.
guess from my perspective, it's like I've never had sex with somebody who didn't want to do it.
Oh,
So
Right.
like okay. What I'm saying is he be trying me, bro. I mean,
no, it's so
listen.
funny.
So my point is like when it comes to situations, I guess that the way my personality is, the way I handle things is that it kind of leads there. I've never gotten to the point where it didn't happen. You feel me? Like I didn't have to go too far or be too extra for the young lady to be like, you know what? I'm gonna give him some. I had to fly you out. Hell, I ain't have to bring you lunch. I could have just, smiled, how you doing? Good morning, have a good day. And not talk to you for a week.
Yeah.
I ain't heard from you. Once you do that, I got you. Like I already know what to have.
Okay. Anyway,
I have a
but I feel
question,
like
though.
yes,
I have
go
a question
ahead.
though.
Give it up.
So, okay, my thing is the conversation led to because we were talking about the same concert. We have an interest in going to the same concert. Why does it automatically have to be sex at the end of it? Like, why can't we just have a same interest, same concert we want to go to? We go and then we come back.
Maya is capping right now. Tell the full story. You said that the guy wanted to talk to you, but you got a rule that you don't talk to people you work with. He said, now that we don't work together, we can talk. So that's why. See,
I'm trying to make
I
it
don't.
seem like
I ain't gonna
like
sugarcoat it. I ain't gonna BS it. See, now look at Maya. Look at
You
Randy. Now her
messy.
talk's changed.
I'm like, well,
Her
yeah,
talks have
especially if
changed.
like he
Thank
switched it
you.
all up and now I'm trying
Thank
to pursue. I'm going based off of what you already
Exactly.
told me. I'm just following
Exactly.
what you said. Okay, so you got to tell me all the layers,
Thank you for
friend.
telling that part of the story.
You got to
Thank
tell
you.
all the layers,
Thank you.
friend. Hey,
Exactly.
Hey,
all the
Keegan.
layers.
So listen,
Hi.
if you know kicking it with you is that dude's intentions and you don't have the same intentions, do not waste
Do
that
not.
time.
That's what I'm
Don't waste
saying.
that
I
man's
literally
money
told
and
him,
time.
I'm not who you want. This is not what you
See,
want.
look at Randy agreeing with us now.
Listen, I said this out of my mouth. I'm not who you want. This is not who you want to do. And I don't date my coworkers. Like, leave me alone.
But
Yeah,
now,
my
But y'all don't
coworkers
work
love it.
together
yeah,
no
that
more.
works. That changes. It does change your friend when you say that. The man thinks like, listen, I'm not really, we're
All he
cool,
heard
but
was,
what? That you don't work together no more. You got a new job.
yeah.
Ding-ding-ding-ding. But I would say in a nice way, Maya, because everybody you can kind of find out would have to be so damn direct or whatever. I'd be like, so like, what are you looking for right now? And then he'd be like, oh, I'm looking for something, serious. I'm like, I just want to. I mean, that's good, no, but I'm so focused on my career, like I don't even have time for nothing serious. I'm just trying to like get this money, So like, okay, so you may still get a trip, but you was also honest.
The hell with all that talking, man. Just be honest with the dude. Like, look,
That is honest.
You beating around the bush. I don't have time for anything serious.
Because she is focusing on her career. She ain't
And
looking for
just
nothing
call
serious.
like it is. Just call
That
like
is like it is.
And
You
just
have to
say,
tell the whole truth.
If we homies, we homies. We ain't
Virgo
fucking.
shit.
Just kidding.
Just be honest about it. Just be honest about it. Because he's expecting something to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And fellas, let's just be real. If she's not letting you hit at home, she might not let you hit out of
She
town.
definitely ain't letting you hit out of town.
Definitely not out of
Definitely
town.
Don't waste your time or your money. If you can't hit at the crib, you can't hit out the state either, baby. It is what it is.
I like that. That was that. Okay, y'all. So listen, we put it out there, Maya, with all of our opinions. The grand finale is we wrap this up. What are you going to do?
Maya, don't get him fucked up.
Ron, you already told her. Now let her think.
That's the big brother side coming out. Maya, don't get him fucked up.
I'm a mute you, boy. Hush.
Ooh, my chance to see Chris Brown in person, but I'm gonna have to decline.
Oh, we need to give Maya a round of applause.
That's growth. Because Maya a year ago would have played it.
That ain't his only show. He'll be here. He'll be somewhere else.
No,
And she's seen them before.
You know what's gonna happen,
Man,
Maya? Somebody.
seen this dude.
They don't matter. She's a fan. She's a stan. Okay. Anyway, Maya, what's gonna happen is somebody's gonna hear this show. Like, you know what? She has integrity. Her morals didn't change or something a little bit. I think I respect. Let me just send her some money. Let me just send. You're gonna create all. People are gonna send you money that you're gonna be able to buy your own ticket now, Maya. That's what's gonna happen.
And they're gonna be expecting a box.
They're gonna get a foot picture in their DM.
Listen, there's some freaky MFers that like feet like that too.
Okay,
Maya,
all right. Well,
Chris Brown might hit us and he might fly you out himself.
yeah, see?
You know
He
what's
better
gonna
fly
happen.
all us out
So
there.
it'll be all good.
Yeah, all of us.
You better speak on that, Ron. You better speak
In
that.
Jesus' name.
Lord,
Guys, we're
I
going to take a quick break.
that.
Guys, we're going to take a quick break. Keep it locked right here on Black Educated.
And broke.
Are you sitting at your desk right now, bored out of your mind, tired of listening to all of these songs in the same old playlist? Well, do me a favor. Go to the Apple Podcast or SoundCloud and listen to Black Educated and Broke. We're going to give you lots of laugh, giggles, and lots of life. You heard it first with Randy O. Didn't y'all just enjoy that Millennial Table Talk? It was so lit. But the biggest thing that we like, because we do this, we want to, talk about stuff that we all be having amongst our friends. And we want to give advice, different perspectives. And I'm just happy that at the end of the day, Maya has changed her decision prior to this full candid table talk, and I'm just so proud of you, Maya.
But if you in the city of Atlanta, J. Cole is coming, and I'll be a date. I'll be somebody plus one.
Period. Okay.
Yeah,
Listen,
them
guys.
tickets is sky. Well, they ain't sky high. They went up though from day one though. Them all sold.
Dang, when is the concert?
September 27th.
Oh, okay. The best month. Okay. Well, on that, speaking of some things coming up, guys, as we know, it is late 4th of July weekend. We're not gonna say Happy Independence Day, 4th of July weekend, but more
We're gonna say
importantly,
happy birthday to Ron.
what's up, baby Ron?
Yeah,
You with
yeah,
it, with it. So Ron, how you? Go ahead,
how old are
Ken.
you for real, for real?
Yeah, because I never
I'll,
know.
I'll be 39.
That nigga
Oh, you'll be 39. You're a young man.
Cap, nigga, I was born on July 4th, 1982.
Where Mike at? Mike
I
gonna
know,
tell us the truth.
I don't know if I want to hear
Get
that
off
nigga
my
talk
brother.
no
He
shit.
gonna light a Cuban for his birthday.
No, Ron, this
Yeah.
got to be a lit.
Yeah.
This is the last year of your 30s, dog. So
Yeah,
you
it
gotta
is.
like be all the way turned up, man.
What's
Look
up?
at
We
me,
meeting
I'm
at
about to
Mike's house? We meeting at
Mike
Mike's
said he's doing
house?
something at his house. I'm gonna shoot over there, but I definitely want
I'm
to get out
going
into the
too.
city a little bit, you know.
Yeah, I got
Okay.
a pool party, rooftop pool party for one to love and hip hop. You know, a little joint going on at Buckhead.
Yeah.
Slide through there for a little bit,
He got money.
and then I'm gonna go to slide through Mike's crib. You know, have a good time. Hope to
Money
see
making
y'all there.
And I'm definitely gonna pull up at Mike's. I want some of them
Yeah,
good
I'll
old
be too, though.
ribs. I'm good. And I want to give Ron a little birthday present. And yeah,
Okay.
I'm chill. I'm in town this year. I'm trying to go to this crab boil. Then I'm gonna try to pull up at Mike's.
It's a
What
new
you
one?
doing, Maya? Huh?
It's a new crab boil.
No, this is somebody's house.
Oh, I found a cage in place that sell like the whole alligator. I'm gonna put it on the green egg.
I don't
Yeah.
want no whole alligator. Like what you mean?
What?
Like it still got the scale on it?
Nah,
Oh.
only thing that's got the scale on it is the head and the feet, but the legs, the whole body's it's ready to go on. Just
Oh
kinda
my God, it's
course
good.
running.
Gator good.
Gator is
I
fine.
like gator, but when I see the
Gator
whole
fine.
head and stuff, it makes me feel like I don't know. It's too fishy. or
I don't think you're supposed to eat the head.
I mean, I know you know, but it just, you know how your mind, you see, like, oh my God, it's going to taste different because I can see the head on him. You know, that kind of stuff. No.
I'll have y'all over when I do all that.
Oh, you going to make it? Hell no. I want to go to the restaurant for that. I ain't
This
trusting you
nigga,
cooking no alligator
every time
at your
this nigga
house.
come to my house, she eat all my shit up. Now she wanted to hold
You
up
ain't
for
made no
alligator.
alligator friend.
Big flex, Randy.
He
That
ain't
was
made no,
a big
he ain't made no
flex.
alligator friend. I don't know about that girl, you know.
Man,
He got to get all the other animal
when
skin
it
out of there.
comes to the grill, when it comes to the grilling, and
You going to grill it?
I'm gonna put it on the green egg. I'm gonna smoke
Ooh,
it.
I didn't know he said green egg. I'm like, what the hell is? Oh, that little round green
Yeah.
thing.
Are
Green.
you really from Texas? Like, is that?
No.
That's
are
from
you?
Texas?
She's from Flower
No,
Mound.
but are you?
I ain't from
Texas?
Flower Mound. I don't know why the finna you like
He's
you.
from Odessa.
Yeah.
You know what?
Odessa.
Anyways,
Like, I'm a little confused.
oh my God, yes, the blonde in your hair. That's why you're confused. Anyway, Maya, listen, Ron, happy birthday. Try it, Maya.
No, it's okay. You can end the show. You go ahead and end the show. Go ahead. Wrap it up.
I missed Mike B. This
We got 1
show,
minute. Wrap it up.
but he'll be back next week. So guys, I hope you guys have a happy, safe 4th of July weekend. Make sure you are following us on the gram, following us on Facebook, checking out our Instagram, Twitter. I said that already, as well as our website. And Ron, who is our sponsor?
The Green Toad Hemp Farm. Please make sure you go to the Green Toad Hemp Farm. Make sure you put in REFBEB 2020 so that you can take advantage of the Black, educated, and broke hemp discount.
There we go, Ron. Oh, no, this be your girl, Randy. Oh.
It's
Mike B.
Maya. It's Maya.
That's your boy Ron, hoping that my birthday is star.
Cool.
All right, man. As usual, it's time to cue the takeover. I look forward to seeing y'all this week. It's been like a month since I saw you.
Yeah.
Right?
Been a minute.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
literally.
Let's get bent on Sunday.
All right, y'all, we gonna get lit and we out. Bye,
Yeah.
Zay.
Peace.
Hey man, grab your phone, grab your mama phone, grab your auntie and your granny phone and tell them to follow us on Instagram as well as Facebook.
And that's gonna be at Black, Educated, and Broke.
We also on YouTube, y'all. Subscribe.
And follow us on Twitter at BEB Podcast _ATL.
Now if you forget, I'm about to kick you in the ass.
Ooh, not the A.
All right.
We in the A.